don't like this thing.
Welcome to janitor school.
Whose side are you on
I already
here?
voted for RS3.
Yeah.
Welcome to Hoonicorn vs. the World, a special of this versus that, where we're going to race the Hoonicorn against a bunch of different cars.
The world.
Technically the world. All right, so what do we got going on?
So we're gonna race this versus a bunch of random vehicles. And the reason this whole thing came about is Forza. When the Hoonicorn made its way into Forza, we noticed that a lot of kids were taking the Hoonicorn and just racing it versus random things. Everything from trophy trucks to supercars to little three-wheeled vehicles that look like an egg. When we got the Hoonicorn into Forza, I really made it a big point to make it feel as realistic as possible. When I first tried it, I was like, it's not fast enough. It needs to feel more manic. In real life, this thing feels like it wants to kill me, feels very manic. So we tried to make it feel that way in the game, and it's very fast. So we took that concept of the kids playing the Hoonicorn and racing other people in a straight line, and we're bringing that to real life. We're gonna drag race it versus supercars, trophy trucks.
Let's not forget that 71 Caprice that's sitting over there.
Well, you have it. Here we go. So hands down, this matchup, the one I'm most excited about, obviously because there's 4 rings. And this is a car that made you a believer.
Dude, I remember we went to Vegas, we visited Hank's shop, and I was like, whatever. And then as soon as I saw it go, damn, that thing is loud. Ow. And then I got to ride along. That thing is bad. That shit is badass. That was it, changed me forever. I am converted.
But this is like the hero of the Audi community. So without further ado, so this thing looks very much...
By the way, I don't like this thing.
Why?
Because it's an all-wheel drive car. I like all-wheel drive cars. I study all-wheel drive cars. I've never seen an all-wheel drive car that looks like this.
Because it looks like a sleeper?
Yeah, well but it looks like off-road truck wheels with some giant overstuffed tire.
But you realize that's not for aesthetic. That's so
he
doesn't spin the tire on the wheel.
We used to mark them with stripes, and you'd see at every pass, you'd spin the tire 8 inches, 10 inches on the rim. So these are absolutely radials. Now, I don't have a ton of experience on these because we do run a bias ply normally. This is a radial class tire. It's not a bias ply, so.
Did you bring the biases too?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
So we just brought these.
So what he's saying is he has another tire that's faster that he didn't bring.
So
that's confidence.
It doesn't have as much wrinkle in it. The thing with these is they say that they're just axle killers, they're just drivetrain killers because they don't have that squish that a bias ply has to kind of soak up the drivetrain lash.
Well, I hope you don't break anything.
Well, me too.
But it sounds like the exhaust is coming out of somewhere up there.
Yeah. But like I noticed this before. That's a carbon Kevlar door?
Yeah. So we got some new doors for this season. Some carbon Kevlar, dropping a little weight out of the car.
I was expecting to see a baby seat back there.
Well, last time we saw this car, it had an interior, right? So you've dropped a bit of weight.
Yep.
Do you know what the weight is?
It's right under 3,000 pounds right now.
All right.
So for a modern car, it's pretty light.
Wait, how much horsepower?
Probably around 1,100. We'll see how fast
So
you are.
we're talking-
And that's without nitrous.
Is it, what? Wait, I thought our numbers were pretty equal there.
I've been here all day long. I keep watching the magician with the Motec shirt on, and the car just keeps getting faster and faster and faster
I know,
all
that's
day
what we've
long.
all
So
said.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So pop the hood. Let's see what this grocery getter has. Yeah, it looks stock other than that huge.
Woody Harrelson?
Wait, what like stock?
This looks stock. This is like a
Bill-
lot. That's a
aluminum-
lot.
I've seen bigger.
Aluminum comes.
Yeah, it's stockish. You know why that happened? Because you blew so much boost, they blew the plate out.
So you may be wondering why there's dents in the hood. Would you like to show them?
That's how that happens. Look at that. That's a lot of boost.
yeah, we run like 55, 60 pounds of boost.
It's funny how easily he brings that out and other drag racers that were here earlier, like, it's a giant mystery. I like this though. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what makes it sound good.
How big is the turbo?
So this is a 72 millimeter. So Zona Rotor makes the turbo. It's rated at 105 pounds per minute. So we can get about 1,100 horsepower with this kit. This is a kit we sell. People daily drive this kit pretty routinely. It's a good solid kit to get cars into the 8s, pretty full weight.
So just
Yeah, just nonchalantly.
it's a kit that daily drives and runs 8 seconds. You have an 8.4 time slip on this thing?
Yeah, so I've run 843 in this car, probably about 300 pounds heavier than the car is
That's
now.
full
But
tilt?
That's on a prep strip. That surface like this is completely different. So you can't feed in much power until the car starts moving. But yeah, the cylinder heads are great, so we just throw a lot of boost at them, they eat it up.
But I think the thing you need to explain is the transmission, because that's really the
Yeah.
secret sauce of what makes this thing.
The way DSG works is you just have 2 clutches. One's on the even gears and one's on the odd gears. So pretty much what it's doing is it's opening a clutch. When you're in first gear, it just has second gear ready. With second that you're ready to shift, it just transitions. Pretty fast shifts back and forth. It makes it to where you can kind of have a sequential. Purists get really bent about dual clutch transmissions. They call them autos. Like growing up, sequential transmissions were everything. You're like, oh, I want a sequential transmission. So like the OEM said, hey, we'll give you one with synchros that shifts in 90 milliseconds and is a wet clutch so it lasts forever. General public's like, oh, that's an automatic.
Because you can't clutch kick
Because
it.
you can't clutch kick it. So cool transmission, it's super efficient.
Does it
bang
do
for
donuts?
gears. It can do donuts.
There you go, that's it.
This
That's
has an
all it needs.
LSD in the rear, so we can toss it around.
All right, so you want to take a look at the Hoonicorn?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a 1965 Mustang. It's pretty much stock under the hood.
Yeah.
Only thing left
So-
is the roof, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got some turbos. Yeah.
I see two injectors per cylinder, which usually
Yeah,
means
let's. I know you'll appreciate this under the hood.
So that usually means it's running on methanol if there's 2 injectors per cylinder. Would be my guess, but I could be
Yep.
wrong.
Well, without an intercooler, we had to keep the engine, cool somehow.
This thing's a monster. What all drive system is it using?
It's SADAV.
Oh, okay.
So
So it's the same system that we use in all the rallycross cars.
yeah,
It's just beefier. This one was originally built for Dakar vehicles.
This thing doesn't break too many parts anymore, does it? Just runs.
yeah, just kind of goes.
Well, the whole idea of it too, though, was a lot of horsepower, but on a tire, not like a
Yeah.
drag tire that's got so much grip. So
Right.
can't
Yeah, this
say-
thing's nasty. I've watched this car for quite a while. I'm pretty pumped to play with it.
it's violent.
What kind of power?
1400.
1400.
So it feels like
It's
it wants to
healthy.
kill me.
Runs on Motec. It's
When it's chewing up 315s like that, it's
and it
means
revs
business.
to 8,500.
How much does it weigh though?
The whole car about 2,800 with Ken in it.
I think it's closer to 3,000.
3,000?
So it sounds to me, just observing it, that you're riding the limiter 135, 140 miles an hour. Does that sound about right?
No, you were getting one.
See the smile?
See, he's starting to get he's starting to get
He's getting
race
competitive. Look
cars.
at this.
No, he's like, I don't know how fast it is.
Basically a
He's like, I
1,000
already popped the
horsepower.
hood, kid. Go get in your blue car. Well, I think the real question is how many laptops do you have with you today versus how many laptops does
I have
Ken
2.
I think they have 3.
Well, one of my calibrator has Crocs on. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Hurt, you didn't bring the Crocs today?
I don't want to hurt anyone today.
Well,
If he loses, so this is actually a much more mild version than originally. When we first set up the fueling on this, it was running a lift pump and then
Gotcha.
and then double pumps.
gotcha.
But now we've gotten it with the air motors.
Oh,
we've
sorry.
gotten it down to
Just kicking it.
two pumps with a lift.
Yeah, it's a beast. It's a monster car. Definitely not a drag car.
No, but it seems to be really fast.
No, as I'm getting down the straightaway, it's doing this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's doing that in front of drag cars. So
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question.
What's your question?
Are we running slicks versus street tires?
for the first run, we will. We'll give them that.
Let's
are
see
you,
how
are
it
you
stacks.
slightly worried about
Yes.
this car?
Whoa!
Yes. Those
That's
are
not
actually
crinklies.
radials.
That's a radial.
Those are radials.
They're radials.
the numbers.
They're cheater radials.
You'll look at it. It says radial at it.
That tire saying radial is like like lying on your application for a job. Yeah, I've totally done that before.
I've been to a college.
I'm not a felon. Oh, wait.
sandwich.
Well, I actually feel bad because I miscommunicated. I told him to bring radials, meaning also bring radials. But he normally shows up on full wrinkles. So he's actually at a disadvantage.
Oh, I feel better now.
He's just still amazed that there's a running Audi.
I'll tell you this, it'll whoop anything and everything that Soupy's ever been.
They made me sign a waiver earlier, and I said, you know what? If I do die, Scotto can have my Quattro. It'll be the only fast Audi he ever owns.
Man,
Wow!
don't put that power.
His car? Yeah. I saw his car 20 years ago when he was getting built in his garage
It's
in
not
New
much
York.
further ahead, yeah.
Put some
you're right.
KWs on. He's like, it's gonna be running in like 3 months.
Oh man. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here for predictions. I can't root against the RS3. I just can't. I've sat in this car. I've sat in that car, and this car feels faster. But Dyno, this car feels faster.
I'm gonna go with not betting against the Hoonicorn, just because I don't really know enough about this car other than it's really fast. Just based on looking at these wheels alone, I'm going with the RS3. This might be one of the rare times that I'm betting against.
I'm gonna have to go with the corn.
Ken's going to take him Janitor University, and he's going to give him a crash course on getting mopped up.
I was converted when I met Hank and got to sit and do some ride-alongs in this. And Hank might be sandbagging a little bit because they didn't talk about the spray. They mentioned it, but we didn't talk about it. A car, a four all-wheel drive car is going to win. That's all I'm gonna say.
I honestly don't know. But I have not seen anything beat the Hoonicorn. But this looks like a pretty gnarly car. I'm with Chase. Put me in the middle.
Fire!
By a car?
Hoonicorn by a car lane.
Oh my gosh!
I wouldn't start dancing now.
No, we're getting it. We're getting it.
Oh, janitor school. Took him to janitor school.
10 grand at 80%.
Who are you? Whose side are you on here?
Voted for RS3.
We already know whose side he's on.
From here, it looked like mopped.
From here it looked like they were even. No mopping. Mopped. You can claim mopping when they mop. Don't get out of your fucking league when they don't.
Mopped.
Hey, you better turn them up!
Turn it up.
You better turn them up!
Finally, a worthy opponent.
Man. I thought he might pull on me later, like who knows what would have happened, and like he was right there, and then I just looked like started creeping away from him.
You want to go swap tires, or are you keeping these things on?
I don't know.
He told Ken's boys to turn it up. He goes, you better turn it up.
No.
Yeah. Because that was his test.
Heard. You got to get the mop bucket out?
It's already out and half full.
What do you think, Skip?
Street tire, that's all I want to say.
Are you swapping?
My eyes are like, it's just from the oh my God.
Round 2.
results yet. What are the results?
The results of your eye test.
What are the results?
What was it, Diego?
By how much?
RS3 by 1 car length.
Whoa! How's that mop doing?
What? That's not a mopping.
You liar! Oh, see, but last time it was?
That's a drag car.
Last time it was?
That's a drag car.
No, you don't do it!
Well done, sir.
Hey, let me just use my electric windows.
Oh, yeah, streetcar. Can you go again, or do you guys need a cool down again?
I need to cool down once.
Okay.
I don't got time for this.
I'm just gonna give it a bit more.
Oh yeah.
Do it.
Best car. About 2 more weeks, 1 loop, we should be done. By the way.
Round 3.
Damn, that's a race.
Damn! That was close. Damn!
Mop it up. Only this lane. Only this lane.
Can they do another one? Can we just
Can we, one more for fun? One more.
I say it.
All right, so Ken won, best out of 3. Straight up, the most rare race we've ever ran. But we're gonna try to run one more time, just because we want to see what happens.
Bonus round.
It's for fun.
Oh, hold on, let me just, I forget, how do you mop? That's a mop. That's like 4 cars.
Well, it lost best of 3, so.
Actually, that last one was a race and he broke on it. So that's best out of 5. So then how do you want best out of 5?
That Audi's definitely blue though, right?
100% blue.
100% blue. Yeah. All right, sir. You lost, but you kind of still won in my heart, so thank you. Even losing like that is still winning to me. You guys are great.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was pretty good. You actually made Ken try today, so like he was actually warming up his tires for you. He actually changed his tires for the more drag appropriate tire. What was the last one?
Wait, no numbers.
There's never been a better time to play Forza Horizon 4. Now it's optimized to play on Xbox Series S and Series X. I will be playing Forza Horizon with the drift car at all times. That's pretty much all I do. Live out my fantasy life. It's amazing. Join me.
This car was built off of parts of the Hoonicorn.
Racing.